What up, everybody out there in podcast land? Thank you for tuning in yet again to another episode of Kenny Ross Present the Yeah, I Said It podcast. We're expressing our full capabilities until they want us in correctional facilities. Brainchild of my child, I am the dad half of this operation. Ross Cooper, and as always, rocking with the best. My co-host, please introduce yourself to the folks.
Yeah, well, what's good, everybody? Everybody's having a good day, month, year, hour, second, all that good stuff. If you're watching all the other platforms, please share with your friends, your family, and your pets, the ghosts in your closet, all that stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, share, comment, subscribe, because if you don't, Umbrella's going to get you.
Yo, not umbrella, dog. Not umbrella. That's funny as heck, especially where we're going with that. But we're going to start off with some joy. Kinda. Everybody's all geeked right now. If you're in the good old US of A, oh my goodness, it is football season. People are stoked. College football, pros are coming back. In most places in the country, what is it? It's mid-August. You would know better than I because I can't remember. I think even Little League football has probably started practicing right now. Football, football. And if you've been paying attention to this show, you know that we have pretty much removed ourselves from football. I am not going to sit here and lie. It is not the easiest thing to do because when you try to remove yourself from something, you see how many tentacles it has. Like I look at it from diet standpoint. When you try to go low carb or keto, you realize just how many carbs is in every damn thing, how much sugar is added to every damn thing. It's like, damn, is anything without sugar? You pretty much can be eating lettuce all day. Um, Football is the carbs of the American sports landscape. Even when it's not football season, we're watching the draft. Fantasy football is a huge thing. Like football. There are some uncomfortable truths with it, though. And as you know, my co-host has said, I was wrong. I said I didn't think we was gonna make it to Super Bowl 75. I have to course correct. I think we might make it to Super Bowl 175 because it's the narcotic that we can't get rid of. We can't kick. We can't kick, no matter what seems to happen. And there are some uncomfortable truths of football. College football, these athletes are pretty much, until just recently, being exploited. NIL deals help. So now you're not playing for free. And that whole, oh, you get a free education? We all know that's bullshit. But college football, players get hurt, they don't make it to the league, then what? The pros, the NFL, if you saw the movie Concussion, NFL hid for years the effects of concussions. We are finding out, sadly, as football players die, that some form of CTE, which is brain trauma, is in damn near every football player. The league is 70% black, 99.99999% white ownership. We have just seen more and more black quarterbacks. We still see black quarterbacks take shit for basically not being allegedly smart enough to play the hardest position in sports. This sport has grown at the expense of black men's bodies. That's not me making shit up or being dramatic. That's a fact. Most recently, and this is the final straw for me at the NFL, was how Colin Kaepernick, former quarterback of the 49ers, was treated for taking a knee, not smacking anyone, not pulling his dick out. No, just took a plain old ass knee during the racist national anthem that folks who want to bitch about the national anthem don't seem to understand. There's a third verse too, but no, he took a knee and fought the NFL and the 31 billionaires and won about pretty much being blackballed. Right? People got their opinions in a huge bunch about it. The latest thing that the NFL is looking real interesting with is Deshaun Watson, now quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. Wasn't always. He was a former quarterback of the Houston Texans. Wasn't sure he'd ever play again. Well, he was accused 24 instances of sexual assault to some degree.
Harassment.
Well, I think it's sexual assault, but it's a low degree. Sexual assault has a varying degrees, I believe, because that's what I read the headline on ESPN. What amounts to, and please don't, I'm just saying this for simplicity's sake, I'm not minimizing it. What amounts to him going to see various women for massages and trying to force his way to a happy ending. I will let you Google what a happy ending in a massage is if you don't know. It's a family show. But
No, it's not. Look good.
we're family. But anywho, but so before all of this was, he settled 20 of the 24 or 22 to 24 civil suits. He was not found criminally liable. Um, and not only that, so let's pay attention to the timeline because this all wraps around. You get let go by the Texans. You are accused of 24 instances of some version of sexual assault or sexual harassment. Before this is even taken care of, you not only are signed, you not only get a contract from the Cleveland Browns, but it is fully guaranteed. That is unheard of in the NFL. The Cleveland Browns were exposed for saying they did their due diligence. They did so without consulting the lawyer or any one of the women that the lawyer represents. That was their due diligence. We talked about that a few weeks back. He gets a 6-game suspension. Federal judge says, you know what, you got to sit out 6 games, chief. And Roger Goodell says, nah, B, that ain't what's good. You can't just pull your dick out and get 6 games. We want you out here for a year, B. And we need you to get some counseling. Now, I don't know what kind of counseling you have to get to tell you not to pull your dick out during a massage, but Goodell wants him going for the year, and they want him to get some kind of counseling. And this is where we wrap it around, because there were reports that the Browns were interested in signing Colin Kaepernick. And lo, you'd have thought they was trying to sign Hitler himself, based on what I see in the comments. But we will start where this needs to start. Sean Watson, 6 games. Goodell saying, nah, we need you going for a year. On face value, I applaud it. But I gotta look at it from all angles, and I'm like, well, is this a PR stunt, or do you really think he should be gone for the year? I'm leaning towards my co-host famous saying 2 things can be true, but I think Goodell's trying to get it right where they screwed up before with the Ray Rice thing. 2 games. We saw you dragging your fiance out the elevator. Yeah, 2 games is cool. And then the real shit came out, and it's like, oh, nah, fam, you can't, we can't have you here. But I've done enough talking. Sir, let's start with Watson. What you thinking here?
This is like you said, I don't even think it's too. This is just face value stuff. NFL is just trying to protect their neck, Wu-Tang style, because they know that no one's gonna be happy with just 6 games. To make up for all the fuck ups and misogynistic, racist stuff they did in the past. That's probably still going to continue. But as I said, I'm pretty sure because if people weren't so upset about it, they would have robbed with the 6 games. I mean, he got suspended still. Now, granted, you do have someone who was suspended a whole year because they just bet on a game that they were playing on. I mean, sexual harassment versus betting on your own team. I don't know how that. Okay, but or smoking weed, yeah, that too. So you ain't harming nobody but yourself, and that's you might not even be harming yourself. Actually, you might be helping yourself, but that's a whole other subject. But yeah. This is BS. The NFL don't really care. You know, I mean, domestic abusers and sexual assault people, they let come back. I'm not going to name names, but we know who they are. So yeah, it's just I don't care. They're too big to fail. That's why I'm surprised that they did this. They could have just let it ride. Like, well,
no.
Governor said 6 games. What can we do? I'll let it ride. They're too big to fail. They are.
They're not.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
It's close, but they're not.
Nah, they are. Bruh, you want to know how I know they're too big to fail?
How?
There's three guarantees in this country: beer or alcohol, weed now, and the NFL and Jesus. There you go. I'm sorry, four. There you go. And guess where the NFL ranks around all that? Damn near number one. You wanna know why it's number one, even above Christianity and white Jesus? It's because Jesus, that's on Sundays. And guess what else happens on Sundays towards the end of the year? Football. And what do pastors do? They will make services around that time, like to make sure you watch the game. I didn't know Jesus was on the back burner to a damn football game. It's too much power. I'm sorry. They are too big to fail. All the stuff we named, the reasons why you probably shouldn't watch it, how they treat their players, the concussions and all that, no guarantee contracts, bullshit stuff when they retire, and all the effects, and that can help you become murderous, like Aaron Hernandez, who had a record level of CTE.
Ooh,
The misogyny, not caring about women and all that stuff, even though they're your biggest consumer.
Wait. Okay. All right.
And like I said, the racism, as we've seen the herd owners say something, and how they blackball Kaep. Well, we all let that ride because when August comes and preseason is, we all rocking our colors.
Yeah, no, I can't.
So it's like they should have failed, but they can't.
But
it's
you
too big.
You gotta make up for what you do the right thing when you can do the right thing. Back when Ray Rice happened, that was what it was. Okay, 2 games. We just saw you pull your fiance out. She could have been drunk. You said y'all had a little altercation. 2 games.
There was a full video that they did not want to see. They could have got the full video. The only reason it came out because somebody leaked the shit.
Okay, so now, in light of the fact that I found out, oh, wait a minute, you didn't just drag her out the elevator because she was a little tipsy. You dragged her out the elevator because you hit her with a Mike Tyson hook uppercut combo and she dinged her head on the way down.
I mean, he ain't fully connected on it, but yeah.
Bruh.
It'd have been worse if he did. She might not have made it.
I'm about to say, Ray Rice is like, anyone remembers Ray Rice's physique? He's like the black version of Chris Benoit, damn near. It didn't take a whole lot. Didn't take a whole lot.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, he didn't hit her with the full force of that punch because it would have been a wraps.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, now we got to get you out of here. And fast forward in time, because the NFL took a lot of shit for that one, and understandably so. The NFL has now leaned into its woman fan base. They make women jerseys now, women dresses, so on and so forth. So they're leaning into, hey, there's a chunk of women who love this product. Cater to them.
A lot.
There's women, and just to me, it speaks to the level of ridiculous, insane patriarchy in this country, in society, period. Because it's like there's a gang of women. There's actually sport groups on Facebook and other places that teach women football, so they can know what they're talking about when they're talking to men. That is the most ridiculous. I'm just saying, I have not seen a support group or any group that teaches men, baking, that teaches men, how to watch soap operas or whatever it is that characteristically women do. But anywho,
that's sexist. Go ahead.
So with the notion of teaching women football to talk to men, that's ridiculously sexist.
Yeah, you said the most sexist shit ever. Baking and soap opera.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, that would be the equivalent. Like, let me find this support group so I can find out what's going on Days
watch
of Our
YouTube
Lives.
now, the baking all that stuff. Yeah, I'll do all that.
I mean, so I can find out what's going on Days of Our Lives so I can talk to women. Like, that's ridiculous. But in light of that, what I'm saying is, the Dell and company understand that women make up a good chunk of their fan base, buy a good chunk of their product, so on and so forth. You cannot not have somebody put a dick out and be like, 6 games. And in light of what you said, so somebody smokes some weed, they on for the year, but I can pull my dick out. 6 games. Nope. Gotta get you out of here, buddy. Gotta get you out of here. Gotta get you in counseling. Now, could it all be smoke and mirrors? It could be, but I don't think it is. Not in this era, not now, not in Me Too, not in women's voices being heard, not in
Their voices ain't being heard. Stop it.
people
But
being
anyway,
canceled.
but
No,
no. One, you're not going to cancel NFL. Stop it. Two, women's voice is not being heard. Stop it. Three, no. This is not because they care per se about the situations. The past will prove that. It's just a face thing. It's like the optics. I'm going to fight, but I'm not really going to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't prove that I'm fighting as hard as I am or not. You don't know that. All I gotta do is release a statement that the NFL and Roger Goodell is trying to appeal this to get a heftier suspension. When all they could have said is pick up the phone, like, yo, let me get a longer extension. And he could have said no. I'm like, okay. How will we know? You have too much faith in a league that don't give about you.
I have faith in the fact that people can see the error of their ways. It's just sometimes it takes a while. Now, sadly, sometimes people seeing the error of their ways, it has to affect their bottom line, which does beg the question, did you really see the error of your ways, or are you concerned about profits? I don't know. But I'm going to side on you see the error of your ways.
I'm not, because it's the same. It will be the same result. If I'm caring about my profit, that's usually what they say. If you want to affect, powerful people, can't appeal to their morality. You got to appeal to their pockets. You've seen that throughout history. Appealing to somebody's morality that really does not care, it's not going to work. You know how you affect that? You affect their pockets. Well, that's what they love the most. So no, this ain't morality. This is just bottom line, like you said, and we'll see. They don't care about y'all. They don't even care about their old players. What's wrong with you?
Jeez. Okay. So the other twist and turn of this is, look, as a franchise, you got a couple other quarterbacks that don't have any real experience on the roster. If Deshaun sits for the year, you could be screwed. So, enter Colin Kaepernick has now entered the chat. Now, here's where this gets interesting. It didn't happen. And I could barely find a lot of confirmed reports. All I saw was they were sniffing around. Maybe, possibly, we'll see. But it didn't happen. But boy, oh boy, if it don't go down in the comment section, sir. As I told you, I'm looking at this on Facebook and other platforms, and it's like Browns considering signing Colin Kaepernick for a 1-year deal, blah, blah, blah. I kid you, I shit you not, man. I saw a comment from this lady. I told you about it. She was like, well, I was about to relocate to Ohio, but if they sign this man, I would never come to Ohio, not even to visit, blah, 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 blah. How dare you sign him? Just the comment section loaded with, them folk with their panties in a bunch. And I'm like, y'all still mad? Y'all ain't learned nothing? And not even if I'm going if I had to explain this to an alien, I'm gonna just remove the box. I explain to him, listen, they hated this dude for A, B, and C. Why they hate him? Because he took a knee, da. But here's the thing. The national anthem he's taking a knee to has a racist verse that no one seems to acknowledge. Oh, wow. And the NFL is one of the most powerful organizations on the planet. He took on 31 billionaires and won. Because believe me, if they could have proved that they didn't blackball him, they would have rolled that out. Took them on and won. So there's that piece as well. So what I'm having a hard time with is, now that the time has elapsed and I thought the emotion has subsided, you get to look at facts. The fact of the matter is there is a racist verse to the anthem. The fact of the matter is it was a veteran who would encourage him to kneel in the first place. And the other fact of the matter is the NFL paid him because they could not disprove they did not blackball him. I am stuck at how you still pissed off in the light of facts. How you argue with facts? How do you do it? Why are you mad about facts, homie?
Delusion. It's not that hard of a question to answer. But are you done? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, please rock out. What
was the question?
I was just I was just blown away by the reaction to the notion that Cat signed.
I'm not surprised by it at all. patriotism and all that. The YT people doing YT people things. You know, I just say that because he kneeled and disrespected the flag and all the troops and men and women that risk their lives for the freedoms that we have. Sometimes it's crazy. Even though it had nothing to do with the flag, it had nothing to do with the racist national anthem, like you said, that was left out. It had to do about, certain people being killed like dogs and hunted. That's still going on to this day. And he was very clear about why he was doing it. He said nothing about the flag and all. Like I just like you said, the facts are all there. There's no confusion. There's no way to spin this another way. But they still do it. And that's just delusion. I mean, that's what racism is. It's all delusion. So that's why when people do racist shit, you can't justify it. That's just how it is. They're not very smart to begin with. So I mean, what can like I don't know why this surprises you as a middle-aged black man in America.
Well,
when people do certain stuff that's been done before we got here and after we leave this place, it's gonna keep happening. It's just delusion.
The thing about it is though, I understand being reactionary. I understand like if you see a video of something and it's like, whoa, your immediate reaction is gonna be like WTF, just whatever it is, right? But time may pass. And the beauty of hindsight is you get to calm your ass down. Beauty of time pass, you get to calm your ass down. Look at what actually happened and examine the facts and come to a different conclusion. Be like, you know what? At the time, I was emotional. I didn't really consider these facts, right? So Cap took a knee. Oh my God, you just country. This is fact. You're stupid, but you're emotional. Got it. It's been 2 years or some parts thereof, right? So the facts are now in your face. I don't get the visceral response unless you are willingly ignorant or stupid or just committed to your like that. That's the part. We've let time pass.
Bruh, I remember when the shit happened. It was very clear from the get-go what the reason was. He made it clear right away. The second that people started equivalent to, anti-American, anti-flag, anti-veteran, Cap made a statement very clear what he was doing it for. The people that kneel with him made a statement very clear what they were doing it for. The facts were there, like, there. You didn't have to wait 2 fucking years for that shit. So, no, this is just delusion and stupidity. I don't know why that surprises you. This is what they do. This is what racist people do. Like, I don't, the fact that this is mind-blowing to you is really sort of shocking.
Well, let's put it in full context here, because remember, this is a circle. It's not that this is mind-blowing. It's the fact that this is mind-blowing, but I'm not hearing anything about the cat who pulled his dick out for 24 massages. I'm not hearing outrage about that.
I thought there was outrage about that.
I'm not hearing about, nowhere near the noise. Just based on my experience, nowhere near the noise. There are some people making some noise about that, right? But let's go football. Yeah, we got Deshaun Watson. Hear a lot more of that. And the second they think about signing Kaep, ain't pulled his dick out. Ain't smacked nobody. Ain't hurt nobody. Oh my God, I will never watch the NFL again.
Like I said, the worst thing he did was wear them socks. That's it. And that's not even bad to us.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's me. Maybe I give credit. I don't give credit for people's ability to critical think, because the most dangerous and courageous thing you can ever do is ask why, because it's going to make you question things, right? It's going to make you find truth when you ask why. I don't give a lot of credit for that, but I do give credit for, hey, these are facts. This isn't bullshit. This isn't, somebody make, these are facts. Factually, he committed no crime. Factually, your anthem is racist. There's a whole verse. that literally talks about the death of slaves. That's not making it up. So after time has passed and dust has settled, I don't think it's out of pocket for me to expect people will have such a visceral response to say, well, wait a minute, let me look at this for a second. Let me really look at this for a second just to see, am I right to be pissed off or not? I'll give you an example because I love putting myself as the example so I don't think I'm making things up. I hate law enforcement. This is no secret, right? But because I always get the, well, not all of them are bad, and I get folks, I know this person, that person, they're a cop, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So because I am a fair thinker, I will go back and examine. Is my hatred, and make no mistake about it, it is hatred, not dislike, it is hatred for law enforcement justified? Or am I just holding on to some old shit? Well, I factually look at the history. I factually look at statistics. I factually go by my own real fucking life. And guess what? I still hate pigs. So I don't think it's out of scope for me to think, hey, I can't stand this Kaepernick motherfucker. I need to. Okay, cool. That was 2020, 2019, whatever. So go back and look. What you mad for? Why? Tell them why you mad, son. And when you look and see what you mad for, how do you not come to the conclusion, oh, my bad, that was some bullshit?
I don't know why are we debating this? Well, this is fucking stupid. You know the answers is. I know you try to do the whole devil's advocate, and
Nah, legit. Like, is it
things,
that? So basically, you think it's too much of an ask for these
yes, it
motherfuckers?
is.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's certain shit, somebody says, you're not gonna argue with it. You're just gonna be like, yeah. You wanna know why you do that? It's because especially if you know this person, how delusional that this conversation is gonna go, it's just gonna get ugly for no reason. Some stuff you got it. I mean, I can't change how you think or what's in your mind and what you choose to believe. No one can do that but yourself. So if you feel so strongly about Kaepernick, even though all the evidence proves that whatever you're mad about is not true, then I don't know what else to tell you. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Okay. I see your point. I'm going to shift on to the next very interesting and what everybody should be scared of topic. Facebook turning state's witness. We need to give Facebook a stop snitching banner.
Shocker. Shocker.
It kind of is. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't.
They've been feds on them shits forever.
So what are we talking about, boys and girls? We're talking about, and I'm taking this right off the article. I want to give credit. This is off CNBC. Facebook turned over the chats of a mother and daughter to Nebraska police as they were served with a warrant as part of an investigation to an illegal abortion. I just have so many questions right off there. The investigation, which was launched in April before the court overturned Roe v. Wade, which is that pause there. They launched the investigation in April before the court overturned Roe v. Wade. And there's just so much wrong. And this is the few known instances of Facebook turnover information to help law enforcement officials to pursue an abortion case. I just okay. So here's what we know. Dear let me play this in real plain. Let me say this in real plain English for anyone listening and watching. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg is not your homie.
That's your savior.
Now he's not your homie. He ain't got no loyalty to you. Let me put it in street terms. Zuckerberg is the ops, not the ops. Zuckerberg is he the feds, yo. He's Vlad TV. Y'all all on. He's Vlad TV, yo. He is Vlad. He is talking to the feds, and y'all telling all your business willingly. Zuckerberg is Vlad, yo. Just a much bigger version. Y'all putting all your secrets on there and everything else. Let me talk to women. The sad reality is the only way to pull this off is don't say shit digitally.
Don't say shit at all. Just keep that to
you
yourself.
because depending on where you at, you going this is the sad shit, yo. This is gonna be like the fucking Underground Railroad, a whole network to get your ass out the South to somewhere safe. This is gonna be the same shit. It's gonna have to be a damn Underground Railroad
Not gonna
to
be that
get
hard.
women
It ain't
to
that hard.
get women to a place to where they can actually exercise their own fucking reproductive rights.
Bro, just get in the car and go. Don't say nothing. That's that. I get what you're saying. Like,
Damn,
metaphorically, to say.
if you 15, how you gonna do that?
Why are you getting?
Right.
Okay, we not going there because
Shit
that
happens, dog.
requires different circumstances. But, bruh,
Like we said, we
you
looked at the
adult.
map. You
Go.
looked at we looked at the map. You saw certain states. You're gonna have to travel 3, 4 states to get clear.
I mean, well, then have the kid and give it up for adoption. Then.
Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is a very male centric POV.
Oh, it's a
Neither
joke.
you. Oh, okay.
That was being sarcastic. Because
Okay.
doing
See,
that,
man.
you're pretty much setting up that kid for failure anyway by doing that. But not to say there's no success stories because there is, but I'm just saying in the system because there's some other shit that we don't talk about here that is evolved around foster care and all that shit and some evil ass shit that goes on. People being trafficked and
Ooh.
all that shit. But it's okay.
Ooh.
Especially girls.
Young and May voice. Ooh.
But nah. Um, I mean, like I said, did I tell you this? Did I say this on it? I don't know. Our commander in chief of the enslaved world, I mean free world, said that states might be on some bullshit. Just let you know they might be, if you cross enemy lines and did there and come back, they might be waiting for you. So just let you know. This is our president telling us this. Why are we surprised? As soon as I heard him say that, not saying I have a concern because this is not a concern to me. I'm not a woman, but
All right.
but if I would have heard of that, my antenna, because even though I don't listen to motherfucker, but I seen the shit. So if I seen it, I'm
Right.
pretty sure a lot of people seen it. So in my head, I'm like, oh, all right. You
You
gotta
gotta
go,
keep.
you gotta go LeBron like in the playoffs. 0 dark 30. Don't say nothing. You gotta treat this like the street game or whatever. Either if you do say something, speak in code. If not, say nothing. Move in silence.
Right.
Don't even tell someone you think you trust in person. Like I said, it would
Like
be snitches
fam.
too. So hey, don't say nothing. Because even they might in intention like dry snitch on your ass, like, oh, my daughter was pregnant, and they check and see like, where's the kid?
Yeah.
Nah, we gotta look into this girl.
Yeah.
Gotta.
Like nah. You got
No,
like you say
no,
like
don't tell
yo.
nobody. Just it's sad that we have to live like this in 2022, but history repeats itself. I told you nothing changed, but you know what? You don't listen to me, so it's okay.
You say like fam. Like yo, I got that stomach ache. Anybody got some X-Lax? You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk in code something, B.
You
You
got
got.
talking cool. That's what I'm saying.
You can't. You got some X-Lax?
Yeah,
Nah, I
talking
gotta go.
cool.
I gotta go. I gotta take a trip to get some. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I bet.
Cause but this is and it's just funny to me because I don't rock with Boosie for a multitude of reasons. At the top of the list being a fucking admitted pedophile facilitator. So I don't really rock with that ass hat. And I'm just disgusted by how many people do. But to see him up here crying and complaining to Mark Zuckerberg about getting his page back, like you fucking shucking and jiving ass Negro. Like you fucking broke buck ass motherfucker.
How'd you
Like
find a way to take shots at him?
because we talking about Facebook and Zuckerberg. So we got this motherfucker straight up snitching to the feds. And you got motherfuckers like Boosie out here, please, Mr. Zuckerberg, man, give me my page. I'm like, now in that regard, it does show just how absolutely pathetic some black men are. Because I'm like, ain't no way, ain't no way. But I'm questioning the legality of all of this. I'm trying to figure out like how is this even remotely close to legal. I'm trying to figure out like, okay,
States have
did
their own stuff.
That's a private. Facebook is a privately owned corporation.
Yeah,
As the
but if it
CEO,
is private, but if he chooses to, because the whole thing about Facebook that he had a backdoor to people or the feds on your accounts that he was leaking. He had like I don't remember what the exact, but it was a backdoor to Facebook so they can check your shit without you knowing or whatever or
it's
something.
some
I remember
some in
that,
terms
something
and
like that.
conditions.
So if that came out, why is it a surprise that he's now, if it's privately owned, he can do what he wants with it. If he chooses that, there's a back door, or if you say some shit, because whether or not it's a private owned business or that you DM someone so you think it's private so everyone won't see, it's still being tracked and people can still look into it.
Right.
So, I mean, that's why I said you should be there's certain shit you shouldn't be revealing on social media or your phones anyway. Maybe I watch too many damn crime shows or know too many people, but bruh, some stuff you just don't talk over the phone or social media or wherever with.
That's why some
At
people
this point,
still
it's
got
just
a
common
landline.
sense.
I see why some folks ain't never get rid of their landline. All that. I see why some folks still keep the flip phone.
Keep the burner. I ain't talking
Yeah.
about the pistol.
Like Benny the Butcher said, flip phone I got don't connect to the Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? Benny the Butcher told you. But this is problematic. And you don't get and I know a lot of people want to scream bloody murder, but here's the part. This is a privately owned company. They can do what they want. Zuckerberg is choosing to fucking sell you out.
Stop using
Don't
Facebook.
don't say we didn't. Don't say we didn't warn you. Don't say we didn't warn you. And you know what? It's gonna be
Right.
funny as hell. People get on Facebook to bitch about this.
Yeah, this is man.
Yo,
That's,
it'll be
that's,
funny if people get on Facebook to bitch about this very thing.
that's different. I don't use Facebook, so I don't give. But no, but then again, also this doesn't affect me anyway. But for y'all, like I said I gave this warning before. Our commander in chief said this. And somebody, your nigga sentences or whatever the hell you think, your spidey senses, I'm sorry, should have been tingling. You should have said,
Yo,
all right, cold or nothing. That's my two options.
right. And I saw this is on one. I said how you do this. Don't say shit to anybody but your doctor. That way, if anything is leaked, that's a HIPAA violation. It's your only protection. But like you said, even your moms, your parents, don't say shit to them because if they decide to flip the script, guess what?
Done.
So don't say nothing.
Nothing.
But all right, moving across the water. Monkeypox, yo, you good?
Monkeypox don't make you cough.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't sure. I mean, you might cough up a banana or something. I don't know.
No.
But speaking of which,
great transition.
Right. That was perfect, yo. So apparently, it's something else coming out of China.
Umbrella.
It is. What is it? The Langia virus. That's in China, and again, I'm taking this one off CNN. New Langia virus found in China could be tip of the iceberg for undiscovered pathogens. I swore 2 weeks ago we were saying this is going to be the uncurable, but now even in reading this, the virus dubbed Langia have an epivirus infected nearly 3 dozen farmers and other residents, according to a team of scientists who believe it may have spread directly or indirectly to people from shrews, small mole-like mammals found in a wide variety of habitats. So I need a shrew vaccine? Is that? Yeah, China's a wild place. All I know is China is a wild place. And I ain't knocking Chinese. Please do not get that twisted. Stop Asian hate, all that. But China's a wild place, yo. Like coronavirus came from there. Y'all got the wet markets where y'all like cooking dogs while they still barking at you. China's a wild place. That's in comparison to here. That's like I guess I gotta see it one day before I die, see the Great Wall and all that. But I'm like, I don't want to see y'all cooking the dog, man. just you know, just
Yeah, we want to see you in the back. You know, I ain't gonna make the joke. All right. Are you done? I'm sorry.
no. Go ahead. I'm still reading. This is wild. The pathogen did not cause any reported deaths,
Yeah.
but was detected in 35 unrelated fever patients. So basically, there's just some. Then it goes into something you said. Then what are you telling me for? Why do I need to know this? Like,
Because I think I heard that it has a high mortality rate when someone does get affected by it.
well, they
Even
said 35 people got infected by it. All they got was a fever. Nobody died.
no, I'm saying I think in comparison, like a report came out in comparison of the other, viruses and all that, it has a high mortality rate. So just because they're not dead yet doesn't mean they won't.
Okay. So
But
we just doing terminal T virus shit. Okay.
that's it, bro. Yo, umbrella is in China, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Umbrella is in China. Where the we getting shit that we never do before coming over there, yo.
What?
And I don't believe it's just animals that's just doing this shit because there's animals in countries and places where they do the same stuff, and we don't hear nothing about that. So nah, yo, y'all gotta be cooking something up in these labs trying to figure out some shit, and then it gets leaked out, and then you just blame it on an animal that can't defend themselves. So, hey, because like I said, what the animal will say, you did get it from me. It'll sound right. Like I said, COVID, you got it from a bat. All right, y'all do eat bats. So maybe I did get it from bats. And they are rodents with wings, so that makes sense. But we can't even disprove that. What do you say? I'm not saying it's conspiracy. I'm just saying, like, if you think of it just like both sides, it's like, well, how can I say is you're wrong? It's not like the animal could tell me what the fit is.
But you might not want to eat me, fam.
Yo, relax, bro. I'm sick.
Don't cook me, dog. This ain't gonna go real well for you.
But
that savory flavor ain't what you think it is, Chief.
But no, it's got to be umbrella in China, bro. Because like I said, I was making jokes about COVID and stuff, and it came true. And I was just joking. That whole Galvatron thing, I made that joke a long time before Unicron, wherever the hell came out. I was making jokes. And I made the jokes about a zombie apocalypse and umbrella and all this shit. And ironically enough, we talked about, a machine apocalypse versus zombie apocalypse. What would you rather live in? Yeah, we might have both soon.
Stupid, yo.
Yo, like I said, I know you said something about the NFL making Super Bowl. I don't think we're gonna make it to 100. It got nothing to do with the NFL. We just might not make it.
We can't have Terminators and zombies, dog. Like, that ain't what it is.
It could happen because you see tons of videos of, and like I said, there's an article about, people are going to be, getting in with machines.
I got nothing on that, Chief.
So that's something like, and that's androids. And what are Terminators? Androids. So you're giving AI an actual body. I'm good on that. And then now we got all these new diseases and shit coming out of one place, ironically. Is that Raccoon City? Is that in there? Like, what is going on?
I mean, but is it just because it's new? It's new for real? I guess let me organize the thought. New it gives the implication that it's brand new. We didn't know this was before. It does not mean, hey, we just discovered what was already there, and that could be the case too. It should have been there all the time. We just discovered it, which is quite possible. But yeah, here's a fun fact, and some people are going to be scared. Some people are going to say whatever. I'm not 100% sure that this planet was ever designed to support 7.5 billion people.
Hell no.
Now the crazy thing is, it could be. We could make some changes. There's a lot of things we could do, but we still got morons. We still got morons who think global warming isn't real. So it's like, we'll do without you.
And like I said, I don't know. Yeah, that crowd is fucking stupid. Yo, what more evidence do you need, bro?
I put them in the same pile with the Holocaust deniers. It's the Holocaust deniers. It's the global warming isn't real. And the small subset.
You can't say that.
Didn't happen.
Can't say
like,
that.
What?
You didn't believe that the Holocaust happened. You'll get canceled.
I mean, because you'd be pretty stupid. Like, you can't stage 6 million dead folks. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't want to do the oppression Olympics. We understand the numbers for Africans dead in the transatlantic is way, way higher. But at the end of the day, you can't stage 6 million dead people. Not then, anyway. Now, we all saw a lot of the Spider-Man movie before this one. Mysterio. You can make people see a lot of shit now.
So
But
illusion.
right, right, you can make people see a lot of shit that ain't really there now. But then no, you're not gonna stage. That's what people. Oh yeah, the other sub said America didn't really land on the moon. Like, what was the exact purpose of lying of that? Like, I get a lot of conspiracies.
Well, that one that maybe can be a thing.
That makes
It's like
no
it's,
sense.
I mean, we've never been out of space.
I mean, there's a lot of shit America lies
Because like I
about, has
said,
lied about.
even the
There's
picture
no
don't make
point in
sense.
lying about that.
No, I'm saying even the picture don't make sense. How is the flag moving when there's no, atmosphere on the moon? So how there's no wind?
Does not
Unless
the
we're
moon
being
does
lied
not
to.
if the
Which one
moon
is it?
rotates, there it goes.
Yeah, you didn't do good in science. Okay, it's all right. Next subject. Next subject. Next subject. He's not going to have a scientific, because I don't remember that shit either. No, but that damn sure don't sound right. But all right, because it rotates. That's
I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's a lot of shit to lie about, but I don't think that's way up there on the list of things to lie about.
That's one of them lies I don't give about. I don't live on the moon, so even if it was fake, I don't care.
Okay. So yeah, China might have a virus that kills all, might not. All right, let's lighten up a little bit here. I didn't hear it yet, but you can tell me about it.
Oh boy.
So Game decided this Eminem, and I told you about it. I said, this ain't Meek Mill, some of these others, this ain't even 50. You better be Kratos throwing shots at the god. Like, you better be Kratos with this shit, yo. Because what did you hear? Like, what is it? What is this about?
He definitely ain't Kratos.
Oh, that's scary. Because I figure if you're the same guy that did 92 bars, if you're the same dude that did press control,
I see
that's like, it ain't like Game ain't got it. That's what I'm like.
He's a lyricist. He got bars. That's why I was excited to hear it. Until I heard that for 10 minutes, and I just constant contradiction. You diss the man, but you call yourself the Black Slim Shady. You say nobody bumps her in the hood, but literally your whole diss track, you're copying his flows and all his shit from his old albums. You said he's not top 5. You released your top 10. You put him at number 4. This is why no one takes you fucking sick. Like, you just released did you hear his LA Leakers freestyle?
Oh no, I gotta go back and listen to that.
That was fucking fire. You did not need to do a diss track to get more clout, because I know this was all clout. He dissed 50 again. He dissed Dre too. So I'm like, dog, you just contradicting yourself, and there was no punchlines that hit hard. You said the same shit that everyone else who's ever dissed M said. Oh, he's a white boy, a wigger. Oh, you're not even the best rapper in your city. Big Sean is. What?
Which is
you're a carbon copy of. You're a dick rider of Royce. You sound just like him. Royce came out of his own mouth that said, I'm the second best rapper in my own city. M got it. So I'm like, yo, why are you contradicting us? You saying the same shit. You sound like a stan. Because you went through his whole discography.
Okay, so here's gonna be an interesting question. This or Rap Devil?
Rap Devil. I was just about to get to that. Rap Devil was a better diss track than this. And this was 10 minutes. This is the fact that MGK can hit this nigga the hardest and you can't. For 10 minutes, you were saying nothing or contradicting yourself? That's the man.
And it's always
his album better be freaking fire, because his career is over after this, bro. And Eminem don't even have to say nothing. That's how bad it is. He can just ignore. Like, I'm pretty sure 50 and Dre's like, yo, I don't say nothing. Let him die.
I would just put up a laughing emoji. That would be it. I just put up a laughing emoji.
Let him die. Because he's trending, but he's getting clowned by everyone. Like,
You tried it.
I don't know what he thought was going to happen. I guess all publicity is good publicity. I guess because now people are talking about him, but not in a good way. But if that was the plan, then it's working. I'm
This
still
is
not gonna
worse
listen to that
than
shit. When's the last time I listened to a game album from front to finish? Probably the early 2000s or late 2000s. I think the Red Album was the last one. And I don't know when that came out. I think that was 2010, 2012. They said, you're not even the best rapper in your own city. Like, stop it. Why are you saying that about like what was the point of this? Something had to happen behind the scenes because he used to be the greatest Eminem supporter ever. And then all of a sudden it's just like I get this and 50 and Dre, okay. But him, nigga, you was scared of that nigga like a couple years ago. He said, when he was beefing 50. Oh, I'm not saying nothing to the white boy. If he say something, you just take it and run. Now all of a sudden, you just got big cojones and just
I mean, shit. Kevin Durant said Steve Nash was doing a great job 2 months ago, and here we are. So
yeah, but he wasn't, beating the Frank as much as the game was than KD was to Steve. So, and he still contradicts himself. So like I said, I know why he did it. Every time he releases new music, he does some corny shit. Every time.
Before it was talking about how he banged the Kardashian.
Like, bro, we don't care.
And you're a better rapper than that. Like you really are a better rapper.
You for your promotion, just go off the freestyle that you did. That was fire. And then you drop this shit now. I don't even want to listen to the damn album because this shit is horrible.
Right. And I'm just okay. I am gonna listen to LA Lakers freestyle. I do not believe I'm gonna. I do not believe I'm gonna give 10 minutes of my life to this track though. So that's gonna be that. Yeah, it's gonna be that.
I should have said it was good to make you listen to that shit.
That sent you a stink bomb in the mail. What the hell?
I have to listen to it. You need to listen to it too.
Okay. And I think that's about it. Let's just run it back and recap it. Yeah, that's not a big deal. DC has put out that they're gonna do a complete reset. I don't know what that means. I want to be excited, but I don't know what that means. They're going to do a 10-year run up. Here's the thing. They've got the characters and everything to do it with. This means you're going to get a proper rollout for Green Lantern, a proper rollout for Cyborg. I'm actually with it, but y'all done fucked up so bad along the way. And now one of the movies you thought was going to do well, Flash, Ezra Miller out here acting like he ain't got no goddamn sense.
He needs help.
You wrong pronoun, sir. Today.
If I say they need help, then it sounds like I'm talking to a group of, Ezra Miller needs help. He needs help. No, I mean, Ezra Miller needs help. There you go.
Okay. But yeah, he changed pronouns up. So gotta get it right. And trying to get, have no problems with the folk. And trying to have no problems with the folk.
Not bad either. Just okay. Well,
but
somebody dies in the burning building, it's your fault.
So now we did get the Batman, which was epic, and I am on fire. I can't wait to see Black Adam. And for what I think, Flash should be dope. The movie's gonna be dope, but unless something happened with Ezra, we ain't getting no sequel.
I'm surprised they still released it after all the stuff he did.
I mean, you can't unrelease a movie that's already done.
Yeah,
like if it was in production, you stop production. You know what? We're good here.
They did it for shows where it was done and they didn't release it. Like Batgirl.
Well, that's a show. That didn't cost anywhere near. Yeah, you're right, but that didn't cost anywhere near promotion. Blah 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 blah. It didn't cost anywhere near as much as Flash cost to make.
So who's going to see
now, this is not a shot at Ezra, but this is a shot at DC. You do realize you had a perfectly good damn Flash already sitting there, right? The guy that played Flash in the damn show.
But that's the CW universe. That's not their universe.
Come on, man.
They ain't supposed to be in the Flash movie, supposedly.
I don't even know. But DC doing a reboot could be good, but you're gonna muck it up so bad. And then the problem I think is the last two Pattinson's and Bale's Batmans were not supposed to ever be part of a quote unquote universe. Only Affleck's was. I've heard rumor we're gonna get Cavill back as Superman, which would be great. I showed you the picture. Allegedly, Affleck's back from Batman, so it could happen. But how do you do it now? You already released a great Wonder Woman, but the sequel was ass. And I love Wonder Woman, but the sequel was just I was just so disappointed how many regular old ass woman tropes they fell into. Like, really?
They were just they were all ass.
No, Wonder Woman. The first Wonder Woman was dope.
It was
First
right.
Wonder Woman was dope.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was okay. That second one, I'm glad I didn't see it in theaters, boy. Tell you that.
I Wonder Woman was dope, but yeah, that's that. So I'm on board, but I don't know how it's gonna look like.
Who cares?
I think I'll get more on board when I see the layout. Like Marvel told us it was coming 3-4 years out. You know what I mean? We about to be Black Panther 2. We getting Blade. Okay, bet. We you know what I mean? We know what's coming. DC, I gotta see what's coming. I gotta see the rollout. You know, I know we getting Black Adam. I know we getting Flash.
Who's gonna care in 10 years?
What do you say?
Who's gonna care in 10 years? So we want to do this whole build up for 10 years for Darkseid?
We could do a real Green Lantern. We could do a real Green Lantern. I mean, Green Lantern needs a real movie.
So I'm saying, but so who's gonna be the big bad? The 10-year run was built up for Thanos. So are you doing it for Darkseid?
Probably. You can do Darkseid. You can, the Legion of Doom, the real Legion. You know what I mean? You can put together the Legion of Doom. So you got it's DC, man. It got options, and you can take nobodies because like think about it. Wasn't nobody thinking about Moon Knight, and if we're gonna be really real, wasn't nobody really thinking about Black Panther or like that. You thought about Marvel. You thought about the X-Men. So the fact that they took the off-brand because they couldn't use them, the fact they took the off-brands and made the Avengers, like what am I really thinking about Iron Man or like that? You know what I mean? You look at the Avengers, who the hell is a Hawkeye? Like did Hawkeye even have his own comic? But you can take the off-brands and make them into something. DC got plenty of dope-ass villains and superheroes you can use. Leading up to maybe you don't do just one person. Maybe you do Darkseid. You can do the Legion of Doom. That was Lex Luthor and a whole collection of monks. So you can do the whole Legion of Doom. You got options. You do it right. You got options.
We'll see.
Says the cat who watched Miss Marvel, but okay, cool.
So
you a Marvel? We can't talk DC with you. You a Marvel stan, yo. You a Marvel stan? Stop. You just have to move.
There's movies I have not seen. How about Marvel stan?
Bruh, you done watched all of the shows.
You watched Moon Knight? I have yet to watch that.
I watched 2 episodes of Moon Knight.
So where's the stand? I have yet to see an Ant-Man movie. Any one of them. Where's the stand? So how am I staying? If I was a stand, I watch every day.
Bro, you sit here watching the off-brand Marvel. We talking about DC who got some heavy hitters. You talking about so? Come on, man.
Besides the Dark Knight, the Batman standalone movies, and the villain standalone movie, which is Joker, they've been ass.
You got options. I'm not talking about the things that exist. I'm talking about what they have in the tuck, what they can reach back and pull out.
Bro, they couldn't get it right the first time. So what makes me think I'm going to trust they're going to get it right now? Especially if Snyder's not coming back.
Hulk didn't get done right the first time. Yeah. We forgot about that.
Wait. I'm talking about in the MCU. They got it right the first time.
I was talking about overall. And honestly, Hulk was one of the
okay.
It's better than the first. It's better than the first Thor. It's better than the first Thor.
Now we're being disrespectful. That Hulk movie was fucking fire. Especially that last fight scene, boy. And that was ahead of his time. Because we see the CGI of the Hulk before that.
That's what I'm talking about. So the first Hulk, man. What is it? The first Daredevil. I can keep going.
That's not the MCU. I'm talking about MCU movies.
I'm talking about when you first put it out there, it wasn't up to par. So we can excuse DC. DC got it right with Man of Steel. DC's got it right twice with Dark Knight trilogy and now the Batman. It's not connected because it
those are
can't be.
standalones. I'm talking about like a connected universe. That's why
Okay,
I'm saying
Man of Steel
MCU, because the
Was done
DCU
right.
is a connected universe, but it's dog shit. So what why should I trust that? Because now you're trying to bite off Marvel, and I don't think you can do it. You already tried that. It didn't work.
You rushed it.
Exactly.
Now we're gonna do it right. We're gonna take your time.
So now I'm gonna wait 10 years to see if you can do it.
We waited from 08 to 18 for Endgame.
Because it was done right. In the original.
Thank you.
They didn't have but they didn't have extended universe movie wise. Those are all individuals you just named. Daredevil, that was all by itself.
What are they saying in sports? Winning cures everything. Okay.
They better win.
Winning cures everything.
They better win.
You know, if you can, you gotta do it right though. But
what did you say? What did you say? You said the 10-year stretch Marvel had will never be done ever again. So now you think DC is going to do it?
I said by Marvel, and I'm proven right now. That 10-year stretch from Iron Man to Endgame, they might not be. They're not touching it right now. They're not touching it right now. Now let's see if DC can do Iron Man to quote unquote Endgame. Let's see their version done right.
See in 10 years if we're still here.
Let's run it back. So Cleveland Browns fans, I'm gonna need you to pay attention to your outrage. You cannot be outraged about Kaepernick and you can't be outraged about Kaepernick and not be outraged about pulling the dick out. I'm sorry, it don't add out. Kaepernick did nothing wrong. Sean Watson did some real creepy, shit. Facebook they ain't the ops yet, but they definitely the feds. They're definitely Vlad TV. They ain't your ops, but they definitely Vlad TV. They talking to your ops for sure. Facebook is talking to your ops for sure. They ops by proxy.
Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah, they ops by proxy, yo. Like, and all bullshit aside, though, please, if you need to go have that procedure done, don't tell anyone. Do not put that shit on Facebook. We see where Zuckerberg stands. Well, I'm glad the new virus in China won't kill us yet.
Right.
Yet, as far as we know. Game, just I don't want to put you in the corny rapper pile. I don't. You're too talented to put you in the corny rapper pile. So I'm gonna hope this album makes up for it, and I don't have to put you in the corny rapper pile because you really did bring the West back. You really did put Compton on your back.
Or stretch.
And if you keep doing this, Kendrick will never work with you. Kendrick will never work with you because you're a corny dude. We don't want to be a corny rapper. And lastly, I believe in DC. It can be done right. They have the heroes. They just need to sit down and do it right. I'd love to see a proper rollout for Cyborg. Dude that plays Cyborg in Justice League was dope. I'd love to see a proper Green Lantern. You got Black Adam out. You got options. DC, you have the characters. You have the villains. Do it right. Your recap, sir.
Yeah. Watson and all that. NFL doesn't care, but I'm sure they'll do their best to appease their female consumers. And Kaep, I don't even know why you would want to go back to this, but it's your life. Facebook, yeah, you shouldn't be posting personal stuff on Facebook anyway. And yeah, if you are going to get this procedure done, like I said, either speak in code, and I don't mean type the code into the shit to tell them what the code means. I mean speak in person and then tell the code. Okay, but it's for people who ain't street smart. Well, or tell nobody. That's even better. Jack revealed too much information any goddamn way. Umbrella in China, just keep it there, please. Just keep it there. I mean, I'm not saying do what they did in the games and like nuke China and shit, but hey, just keep it there. Keep it there. The game, yeah, you're pretty much getting to the corny levels with me. That was the worst diss track I ever heard in my damn life. So yeah. In DC, we'll see. Hopefully it works. If not, oh what? You try it.
In DC we trust. Well, on behalf of myself and my awesome, super dope co-host and the Yeah I Said It podcast, we will be seeing same bad time, same bad channel next week. Peace.
Yeah.